Hey there, Bruins fans! The Boston Bruins win 7-3 to go up 2-0 in the series. Ryan Donato is in for Tommy Wingels, and Andreas Janssen is in for the suspended Nazem Kadri. I want to start off by saying Ryan Donato looked a little bit lost in this game. I realize he's very young and is still new to the NHL level. He didn't fit on the third line with Noel Acciari and David Backes. He needs to be more on a scoring line. So we'll see when we're fully healthy. I think he'll probably get scratched in this game. It was not his best performance, but hopefully he can pick it back up. And let's just remember, Tyler Seguin was scratched when the Bruins won the Cup in 2011, so it's no big deal if Ryan Donato's scratched for a couple games. And I just want to say to the NHL, nicely done on the Nazem Kadri suspension. It's the perfect amount because the Bruins will sweep him by that point. In all seriousness, though, that was a horrible hit, and he definitely deserves to miss the 3 games. Now that we got all that out of the way, let's skip to 5 minutes into the first period. Patrice Bergeron up to Torrey Krug. Shot from the point, tipped by a Maple Leaf player. David Pastrnak, sick move in front, spinorama, backhand, 1-0 Boston. That is not the last time we'll hear David Pasternak's name come up in this game. 9 minutes in, and Boston is on a power play. Patrice Bergeron down to Torrey Krug at the side of the net. Shot, Jake DeBrusk tip. First career playoff goal is in the back of the net. 2-0. 12 minutes in, Kevin Miller is wheeling and dealing down in the corner. Sends a shot on and gets his first of the series. 3-0 Boston, and we say goodbye to Freddie Andersen. Now, Bruins fans, I realize it's a lot of fun to torment the opposing goalie. And Freddie Andersen has not played his best hockey, but let's look at the Leafs in front of Freddie Andersen on all of these goals. David Pastrnak is an all-star, and it's taking everyone a lot of time to realize it. The Leafs leave him wide open for that spinorama goal. You're not going to stop that. Next goal, Jake DeBrusk is just parked right in front of the net. The Leafs defensemen don't even touch him, tips it right in. Kevin Miller has all the time in the world at the side of the net and gets a shot on. Not Freddie Andersen's fault. Also not his best game. You got to pull him to change the momentum. 15 minutes in, Boston is back on a power play. Rick Nash cutting to the front of the net. David Pastrnak, a shot from the point. Rick Nash finds it, puts it in. First goal of the series. David Pastrnak has his 3rd point of the night. It's 4-0 Boston at the end of the first. About a minute into the second period, Sweet Hands David Krejci is coming into the offensive zone. He decides to just give it to Mitch Marner of the Maple Leafs. Him and Zach Hyman are off to the races on a 2-on-1. Marner to Hyman, Hyman to Marner. Marner's first of the series. It's 4-1. Thanks, Krejci. I am not the biggest David Krejci fan. Shortly after that, Kevin Miller comes in and lays a big hit on Leo Komarov. He goes down, tries to come out a little later on a power play, ends up skating back to the bench. He won't play the rest of this game. That's another big loss for the Maple Leafs. It's also a big loss for Brad Marchand, because now he has no one to lick. 4 minutes in, Brad Marchand to David Pastrnak. Big shot, tipped by those sweet hands in front. David Krejci gets his 2nd of the series. That's why he makes the big bucks. 9 minutes in, Connor Brown of the Maple Leafs tosses it in front. Tyler Bozak finds it and punches it home for his first of the series. It's 5-2 Boston. And that'll do it for the second period. For those of you who are playing along at home, that's 4 points for David Pastrnak so far. 7.5 minutes to go in the third period. David Pastrnak is behind the net. He cuts out front and just roofs it. No one even touches him. It's not even fair. David Pastrnak has his 3rd goal of the series. It's 6-2 Boston. 5 minutes to go, and the Maple Leafs are on a power play thanks to good old sweet hands David Krejci. JVR punches it home for his first of the series. It's 6-3. Minute 36 to go. Brad Marchand, a great pass from behind the net to David Pastrnak out front. He goes between the legs, gets it to his backhand, and just roofs it over Curtis McElhaney. He's just toying with the Leafs now. 4th goal of the series. 3rd of the game, that's a hat trick. While Leafs fans are trying to leave the stadium, they're dodging hats, free towels, anything that you can throw on the ice. The fans are pumped. It is 7-3, your final. Now, David, did you enjoy destroying the Maple Leafs? That's going to do it for today. Hopefully we can keep up this good play in Toronto. If you're pumped for Game 3, make sure to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe.